matchup between the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. They come out here in the eye. Buffalo on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. A good
call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
The 32. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Garoppolo to throw on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. Whoosh. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Chargers are going to have a first down. And runs like that, those are the ones that got Mr. Henry that Heisman Trophy a year ago.
Not only is he big, strong, fast, I love his agility and his vision. That's the reason he piles up the yards, and he definitely doesn't shy away from carries.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game deep in your own territory. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos defense getting ready to go. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit two ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. Eight yards to go here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
He played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Henry. Muscles him off. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a... foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Nice play, baby. Nice play. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hurry up, here we go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3-19.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
With Oliver. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now it's Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work. Well, for most teams, run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run with Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. 15 yards there for number 15.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On the counter, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 on the gain there. Good enough for a San Diego first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Here we go now! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Watching now, Barney! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, You saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Charger defense now making their way back out onto the field. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They run. It's Oliver. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On first down, Tannehill uses the stiff arm. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Tannehill. Allen's got it line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
Detroit! Detroit!
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it here with Oliver. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They come out here in the eye. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now Austin. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here we go now. Green, over.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Chargers defense now getting set and taking the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, That's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Dixon over the middle. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start across the defensive front.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. They're hoping to keep this margin right where it is, trailing third quarter. Don't want to get down anymore.
You're exactly right. They're in no position to give up any more points. They have to keep it in a spot where if their offense does catch a spark and get hot, they've got a chance to come back and win this game.
I guess the word manageable, you always want to keep it manageable, right?
Make sure that the game doesn't get away, and mentally you look up at the scoreboard and say, there's no chance of us coming back.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. And the busy night for Henry continues. And some room to roam now. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run by the rookie Henry. 69 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former 49er, Aldon Smith, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright light.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
This is Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And underneath here to McCluster. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. I mean, after the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well, get him into better plays. I thought he was really locked in. So far in this game, we're not seeing that. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it up.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around.
And no, Gerald Hodges in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got one, sometimes two guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance, you know, get him some space, because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there, give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He's back to throw. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Oliver. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The pitch to Henry. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll give the Chargers a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both...
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Over!
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now it's Henry, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill finding time. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Linval Joseph in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And 1 second remains. They just do spike it in time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howe. And that...
crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. Your power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we're talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna